Welcome to our channel, Elevate English. Today, we have a special lesson. It comes from a very famous book. The book is called Atomic Habits. It was written by James Clear. This book has changed millions of lives. It has taught people how to build good habits. It has taught people how to break bad habits. It has taught people how to become better versions of themselves. Today, we will explore one of the most powerful ideas from the book. It is the idea that small changes can lead to big results. It is the idea that tiny habits can transform your life. It is the idea that you do not need to make huge changes to achieve great things. You just need to start small. You just need to be consistent. You just need to trust the process. Let me tell you a story. It is a story about a man named James. James is the author of the book. He was a young man. He was a good student. He was a good athlete. But he had a big problem. He was not consistent. He would start things with great energy, but he would give up quickly. He would lose motivation. He would lose focus. He would fail to reach his goals. One day, James had an accident. He was hit in the face with a baseball bat. It was a terrible accident. His face was badly injured. He had to have surgery. He had to stay in the hospital. He could not eat solid food. He could not speak clearly. It was a very difficult time. He was in pain. He was scared. He did not know if he would ever recover. But something amazing happened. James did not give up. He started small. He started with tiny habits. He started with small changes. He focused on getting just a little bit better every day. He focused on improving by just 1% every day. He started with his health. He could not eat solid food, so he focused on drinking water. He focused on drinking enough water every day. It was a small habit, but it was a start. Then, he started walking a little bit every day. He walked slowly at first. He walked for just 5 minutes. Then, 10 minutes. Then, 15 minutes. He increased his time slowly. He improved by 1% every day. He also started reading. He read just 1 page every day. Then, 2 pages. Then, 3 pages. He built his knowledge slowly. He built his skills slowly. He did not try to do everything at once. He did not try to change everything overnight. He focused on small improvements. He focused on the power of small changes. After a year, James had changed completely. He was healthier. He was stronger. He was smarter. He was more successful. He had achieved more than he ever thought possible. And he had done it through small, consistent actions. He had done it through the power of small changes. James wrote a book about his experience. He called it Atomic Habits. The word atomic means very small. It means tiny. It means almost invisible. An atomic habit is a small habit. It is a tiny change. It is something that seems unimportant, but it can lead to huge results. It can lead to amazing transformations. Now, let us understand the power of small changes. The idea is simple. It says that if you improve by just 1% every day, you will become 37 times better in 1 year. That is a huge improvement. That is an amazing transformation. You do not need to make big changes. You do not need to work hard every day. You just need to improve a little bit every day. You just need to get 1% better. Imagine you want to learn English. You cannot learn English in 1 day. You cannot learn English in 1 week. You cannot become fluent overnight. It takes time. It takes effort. But you can learn 1 new word every day. That is a small habit. That is a 1% improvement. After 1 year, you will know 365 new words. That is a big improvement. That is a huge achievement. Imagine you want to get fit. You cannot get fit in 1 day. You cannot run a marathon overnight. It takes time. It takes effort. But you can walk for 5 minutes every day. That is a small habit. That is a 1% improvement. After 1 year, you will be much fitter. You will be much healthier. You will be much stronger. Imagine you want to save money. You cannot become rich overnight. It takes time. It takes effort. But you can save $1 every day. That is a small habit. That is a 1% improvement. After 1 year, you will have saved $365. That is a nice amount of money. That is a good start. The power of small changes is very powerful. It works because of something called compound growth. Compound growth is when your improvements build on each other. Each improvement makes the next improvement easier. Each success makes the next success more likely. It is like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but it gets bigger and bigger. It gets faster and faster. It becomes unstoppable. Let me give you an example. Imagine you have a piece of paper. Imagine you fold it in half. It is now twice as thick. Fold it in half again. It is 4 times as thick. Fold it again. It is 8 times as thick. If you fold a piece of paper 42 times, it would reach the moon. That is the power of compound growth. Small actions can lead to huge results. The power of small changes also works because of something called the habit loop. The habit loop has 4 parts. The first part is the cue. The cue is the trigger. It is the thing that starts the habit. It is the thing that tells your brain to do something. The second part is the craving. The craving is the desire. It is the feeling that makes you want to do something. The third part is the response. The response is the action. It is the thing you do. The fourth part is the reward. The reward is the benefit. It is the good feeling you get after doing something. If you understand the habit loop, you can change your habits. You can build good habits. You can break bad habits. You can become the person you want to be. Let me give you an example of the habit loop. Imagine you want to start reading every day. Your cue could be a time of day. For example, you could read every morning after breakfast. Your craving could be the desire for knowledge. You want to learn new things. You want to become smarter. Your response is the action of reading. You open a book. You read for 10 minutes. Your reward is the feeling of accomplishment. You feel proud. You feel smart. You feel like you have achieved something. Now, let us talk about how to build good habits. James Clear gives us 4 simple laws. These laws are very powerful. They can help you build any habit you want. They can help you achieve any goal you have. Let us look at each law. The first law is, make it obvious. This means that you should make your habits visible. You should see them. You should notice them. You should be reminded of them. For example, if you want to read more, put a book on your pillow. You will see it every night. You will be reminded to read. If you want to exercise, put your running shoes next to your bed. You will see them every morning. You will be reminded to run. Make your habits obvious. Make them visible. Make them hard to ignore. The second law is, make it attractive. This means that you should make your habits enjoyable. You should make them fun. You should make them rewarding. For example, if you want to exercise, listen to your favorite music while you run. If you want to read, choose a book that you find interesting. If you want to eat healthy, find healthy foods that you enjoy. Make your habits attractive. Make them fun. Make them something you look forward to. The third law is, make it easy. This means that you should make your habits simple. You should make them easy to do. You should reduce the friction. For example, if you want to start exercising, start with just 5 minutes a day. Do not try to run for an hour. Start small. Start easy. If you want to read more, start with just 1 page a day. Do not try to read a whole chapter. Start small. Start easy. Make your habits easy. Make them simple. Make them something you can do without effort. The fourth law is, make it satisfying. This means that you should make your habits rewarding. You should get a positive feeling from them. You should feel good after doing them. For example, after you exercise, reward yourself with a healthy snack. After you read, reward yourself with a few minutes of relaxation. After you save money, reward yourself by looking at your growing savings. Make your habits satisfying. Make them rewarding. Make them something that makes you feel good. Now, let us talk about how to break bad habits. James Clear gives us 4 laws for this too. They are the opposites of the laws for building good habits. The first law is make it invisible. This means that you should hide the triggers for your bad habits. You should remove them from your environment. For example, if you want to stop eating junk food, hide the junk food. Do not buy it. Do not keep it in your house. If you want to stop using your phone too much, put your phone in another room. Do not keep it next to you. Make your bad habits invisible. Make them hard to see. Make them hard to start. The second law is make it unattractive. This means that you should change your mindset about your bad habits. You should see them as negative. You should see them as harmful. For example, if you want to stop eating junk food, remind yourself that it is unhealthy. Remind yourself that it makes you feel tired. Remind yourself that it causes weight gain. Make your bad habits unattractive. Make them something you do not want to do. The third law is make it difficult. This means that you should increase the friction for your bad habits. You should make them harder to do. For example, if you want to stop watching too much TV, unplug the TV. Put the remote in another room. Make it difficult to watch. If you want to stop scrolling social media, delete the apps from your phone. Make it difficult to access them. Make your bad habits difficult. Make them something that takes effort to do. The fourth law is make it unsatisfying. This means that you should create a negative consequence for your bad habits. You should make them feel bad. For example, if you want to stop spending too much money, track your spending. Write down every purchase. See how much you are wasting. This will make you feel bad. You will not want to spend. If you want to stop eating junk food, take a photo of everything you eat. See how much junk food you are eating. This will make you feel bad. You will not want to eat it. Make your bad habits unsatisfying. Make them something that gives you a negative feeling. Now, let me tell you a real story. It is a story about the power of small changes. It is a story about a woman named Sarah. Sarah was a teacher. She was a very busy person. She worked long hours. She had no time for herself. She was stressed. She was tired. She was unhappy. One day, Sarah decided to change her life. She decided to start small. She decided to make one small change. She decided to start drinking more water. It was a simple change. It was an easy change. She bought a big water bottle. She filled it every morning. She carried it with her everywhere. She made sure she drank it all by the end of the day. That was the first change. It was a small change, but it made her feel better. She had more energy. She felt more alert. She felt healthier. She decided to make another small change. She decided to start walking. She walked for 10 minutes every day. It was a simple change. It was an easy change. She walked around her neighborhood. She enjoyed the fresh air. She enjoyed the exercise. She felt even better. She decided to make another small change. She decided to start reading. She read for 10 minutes every day. It was a simple change. It was an easy change. She read books about self-improvement. She learned new things. She felt smarter. She felt more confident. Sarah made many small changes. She did not try to change everything at once. She did not try to become perfect overnight. She started small. She built on her successes. She created a new life for herself. She was happier. She was healthier. She was more fulfilled. Sarah's story shows us the power of small changes. Small changes can lead to big results. Small changes can transform your life. You do not need to make huge changes. You just need to start small. You just need to be consistent. You just need to trust the process. Now, let us talk about some common myths about habits. Many people believe these myths. These myths stop them from making progress. Let us look at them. The first myth is, you need to be motivated to build a habit. This is not true. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. You cannot rely on motivation. You need to rely on systems. You need to rely on habits. Motivation is not the key. Consistency is the key. The second myth is you need to change everything at once. This is not true. Change is hard. Changing everything at once is overwhelming. It leads to failure. You should start small. You should make one change at a time. You should build on your successes. The third myth is you need to be perfect. This is not true. Nobody is perfect. You will make mistakes. You will miss days. You will have setbacks. That is okay. What matters is that you keep going. What matters is that you do not give up. Perfection is not the goal. Progress is the goal. The fourth myth is habits take 21 days to form. This is not true. Research shows that it takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit. But it depends on the habit. Some habits take longer. Some habits take shorter. The exact time does not matter. What matters is that you keep practicing. What matters is that you stay consistent. Now, let us talk about the importance of identity. James Clear says that the most effective way to change your habits is to change your identity. You need to believe that you are the type of person who does that habit. For example, you do not just want to read more. You want to become a reader. You do not just want to exercise. You want to become a fit person. You do not just want to learn English. You want to become an English speaker. When you change your identity, your habits change naturally. You do not force yourself to do things. You do them because they are a part of who you are. You do them because they are a part of your identity. Let me give you an example. Imagine you want to become a runner. You start by running for 5 minutes every day. You do not just run to get fit. You run because you are a runner. You identify as a runner. You believe that running is a part of your identity. This makes it easier to keep running. This makes it easier to stay consistent. The same is true for learning English. You do not just study English. You become an English learner. You identify as an English learner. You believe that learning English is a part of your identity. This makes it easier to study. This makes it easier to practice. This makes it easier to stay consistent. Now, let us talk about the importance of environment. James Clear says that your environment has a huge impact on your habits. Your environment can make your habits easier or harder. Your environment can encourage you or discourage you. If you want to build good habits, design your environment to support them. For example, if you want to eat healthy, put healthy food in easy reach. Keep fruits and vegetables on the counter. Keep junk food out of sight. If you want to read more, put books in every room. Leave them on the coffee table. Leave them on your nightstand. If you want to break bad habits, design your environment to discourage them. For example, if you want to stop checking your phone, keep your phone in another room. Put it on silent. Disable notifications. If you want to stop eating junk food, do not buy it. Do not keep it in your house. Your environment shapes your habits. If you want to change your habits, change your environment. Make it easy to do the right things. Make it hard to do the wrong things. Now, let us talk about the importance of consistency. Consistency is the key to building habits. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. You need to show up every day. You need to do the work every day, even when you do not feel like it, even when you are tired, even when you are busy. Consistency is more important than intensity. You can work hard for one day, but that will not change your life. You need to work consistently for many days. That is what changes your life. Imagine you have a glass of water. You put 1 drop of water in it every day. At first, the glass is empty. You do not see any change. But after many days, the glass becomes full. It becomes full because you were consistent. You added 1 drop every day. The same is true for your habits. You may not see results immediately, but if you stay consistent, you will see results. You will achieve your goals. Now, let us talk about the importance of patience. Building habits takes time. It takes effort. It takes patience. You cannot rush the process. You need to trust the process. You need to believe that your small changes will lead to big results. Be patient with yourself. Do not expect to change overnight. Do not expect to become perfect. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to have setbacks. Learn from them. Keep going. Remember the 1% rule. If you improve by just 1% every day, you will become 37 times better in 1 year. That is a huge improvement. That is an amazing transformation. But it takes time. It takes a year. It takes consistency. It takes patience. Now, let me share some practical tips. These tips will help you apply the power of small changes to your life. First, choose one habit. Do not try to change everything at once. Choose one small habit. Focus on that one habit. Do it every day. Once you have mastered that habit, choose another one. Build on your successes. Second, start very small. Make your habits so small that you cannot fail. For example, if you want to read more, start with 1 page a day. If you want to exercise, start with 1 push-up a day. If you want to learn English, start with 1 word a day. Make it easy. Make it simple. Make it impossible to fail. Third, tie your new habit to an existing habit. This is called habit stacking. For example, after you brush your teeth, read 1 page. After you drink your morning coffee, do 1 push-up. After you eat dinner, learn 1 English word. Stacking your habits makes them easier to remember. It makes them easier to do. Fourth, track your progress. Keep a journal. Use an app. Make a checklist. See your progress visually. This will motivate you. This will keep you going. You will see how far you have come. You will feel proud of yourself. Fifth, celebrate small wins. Reward yourself when you complete your habit. It does not need to be a big reward, just a small one. A nice cup of tea, a few minutes of relaxation, a moment of pride. Celebrating your wins makes you feel good. It makes you want to keep going. Sixth, be kind to yourself. Do not beat yourself up when you miss a day. It happens. Everyone misses a day. Do not let it stop you. Just start again the next day. You have not failed. You have just had a setback. Keep going. The power of small changes is available to everyone. It does not matter how old you are. It does not matter where you come from. It does not matter what your situation is. Anyone can use this power. Anyone can change their life. You just need to start small. You just need to be consistent. You just need to trust the process. Thank you for listening to Book Wisdom on our channel, Elevate English. We hope you learned something valuable today. We hope this lesson changes your life. Remember, you do not need to change everything overnight. You just need to improve by 1% every day. Small changes lead to big results. Atomic habits lead to amazing transformations. Start today. Make one small change. Do one tiny habit. And watch your life transform. You have the power. You have the ability. You have the potential. It is all in your hands. The power of small changes is your key to success. Use it. Believe in it. And you will achieve greatness. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye and good luck.